Hello, my name is Scott Wright, and in the following Petra Future, I'm going to be critically discussing how the festival sector can build resilience into their future. In this presentation, I'll be exploring the key theme of sustainability and exploring Carol's four-part model of corporate social responsibility and making recommendations on how a possible start festival could operate. The UK festival sector is a forever growing industry and has a large positive impact on the UK's economy. Mintel estimate the UK festival market to be worth just over £2.6 billion as of 2019. UK Music stated that in 2018 there was an attendance increase of 23% from 2017, resulting in a total audience of 4.9 million people. Abuela Novis and Arcodia identified that there are 7 main dimensions of motivations when attending music festivals, 2 of these being socialisation and the excitement/enjoyment. More recently, Sarah G and Amelia note from their study that music festival attendees not only seek hedonistic pleasure, but also eudaimonic values. As the festival industry grows, so does the waste produced from them. Powerful Thinking estimate that 23,500 tonnes of waste is produced annually, with only 32% of this being recycled and the rest going to landfill. They also note the emissions produced equate to around 19,778 tonnes of carbon dioxide per year, not including travel. So what is resilience? Sutcliffe and Vogus define resilience as the maintenance of positive adjustments under challenging conditions. Within a business setting, Whitmer and Mellinger refer to resilience as an organisation's ability to adapt to internal and external disturbances and maintain its integrity as a system and transform challenges into opportunities for learning and innovation. Brundtland proposes that sustainability should be seen as a goal of sustainable development and defines this as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. As mentioned at the start, the following Petra Future will be looking at sustainability surrounding festivals. Holmes suggests that in order for events to be sustainable, they need to address the 3 pillars, which include environmental, economic, and social issues. With these, it's important that corporate social responsibility be a part of an organisation's strategy. Slack and Lewis define CSR as the way a business takes account of its economic, social, and environmental impacts in the way it operates, maximising the benefits and minimising the downsides. Carroll's CSR pyramid is a framework which helps businesses to challenge and consider the 4 distinct levels of responsibility. These are philanthropic, ethical, legal, and economic. Each level is labelled as being desired, expected, or required by society. For example, ethical responsibilities are expected by society. We want businesses to do what is right, just and fair, and to avoid harm. This could be disposing of waste properly to reduce their environmental impact. After exploring these key themes, I will now propose how a Start Festival could operate. However, it could also apply to existing festivals too. The first point would be ensured that sustainability is at the heart of the business and its employees, and that the company's vision, mission, and values reflect this both publicly and privately. Mavis et al. Have identified that these are able to guide a business and provide meaning for its employees and contributes to corporate longevity. However, it should be noted the difference between preaching and practicing what you say. This could be through issuing social reports to the public on your performance in these areas. With these in mind, it is important to work with ethical and sustainable stakeholders that align with your own company's values. Gutwaska notes that because we are able to access information faster, incidents of unethical/environmental misconduct become more visible. This is the ability not only to affect consumer brand relations, but business-to-business relations as well. Coachella have a 4R Planet pledge in which they state to be an agent of change and create a festival that leaves a positive impact on our desert home and beyond. In recent years, H&M have been called out for greenwashing, claiming their sustainable collection was more sustainable than it was. If you want to make a positive impact on the planet, should you align yourself with a brand that doesn't? What about the events themselves? It was reported that in 2017 the cost to clean up Glastonbury totaled up to around £785,000 and lasted a total of 6 weeks, with the majority of attendees abandoning their tent once the event had concluded. However, in 2019, Glastonbury saw 99.3% of tents taken home after introducing their Love the Farm, Leave No Trace pledge, which attendees had to sign when buying tickets. Tharlow and Sunstein popularised the nudge theory, suggesting that choices can be influenced by decision making to promote behaviour change in individuals. Similar to Glastonbury, by encouraging people to recycle or use biodegradable products at festivals, this nudge may influence them to do so at home and become more sustainable individuals over time. Moore and Homer identified that when a brand is able to meet the inner psychological needs of visitors, they are able to solidify a strong and lasting relationship. Therefore, if your event is able to attract and match the same values as your attendees, this will build resilience as they will continue to return to your event. There are existing guidebooks out already, such as the Festival Organiser's Guide to CSR by Event Insurance Services. This specific guide is great as it goes into detail about what CSR is, the benefits of it, and existing case studies of how it is being used. However, one downside to it is that the examples given are for well-established festivals, which have the resources to be able to do so, which a start festival may not. Josh Cherrington states that sustainability is expected and that we should be doing it right now. Whilst this is correct, Dillick and Muff argue that in order for a business to follow a true sustainable route, it requires a solid foundation which can't be rushed. Therefore, it is important to set out key and realistic milestones within your company of what you want to achieve and by when. Due to the current climate of COVID-19, there has been an increase in single-use items. Dr. Dunn notes that COVID will eventually go away, plastic won't, it's here forever. Sustainability is even more crucial now for businesses, so the steps for festivals to reduce their environmental footprint should be a top priority. The future of festivals remains unclear, but it's important that we do our part to minimise what harm we do to both the environment and ourselves. But as the festival industry grows and expands, companies have a greater responsibility to ensure that actions move us towards a more sustainable future within this sector. Thank you for listening.